Veteran Anatoly Golimbievsky, who lost his legs in World War II being saluted by 4 young soldiers May 9th, 1989. Stevie Wonder visiting a children's school for the blind in London, circa 1970. The D. Lackner S1 Aerocycle had its first flight test in 1954. A handsome young John Wayne early on in his acting career, 1930. Cheery Curry of the Runaways listens to Records at Home, 1977. Aerial view of the launch pads along Cape Canaveral Air Force Station, 1960s. Cover girl photo of the beautiful Christy Brinkley from the 70s. An impromptu kickline around 1950. Caroline Kennedy holding her father's hand, 1961. Marilyn Monroe's film studio wanted to prove that she would look good even in a potato sack dress, 1951. Bikers in Kabukicho, Tokyo, 1970s. Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, 1968. A young Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, 1968. Jimi Hendrix at age 15 with his first electric guitar, 1958. Brigitte Bardot practicing her ballet in 1952. The Bee Gees, Barry, Robin and Maurice, 1952. Looks like these ladies were having a good time at a bachelorette party in 1920. Cool pic of Fleetwood Mac from the Rumours album Photo Shoot in 1977. That LP has sold over 44 million copies to date. Elke Sommer, a German actress, entertainer and artist. Author Ernest Hemingway and bullfighter Antonio Ordonez enjoy a drink behind bars. 1959. The incomparable Gene Kelly doing what he did best in 1952. Officials try to stop Catherine Switzer, the first woman to ever finish the Boston Marathon in 1967. Singer-songwriter Emmylou Harris in 1969. Adam West on the set of the movie Batman 1966. Did you feed your pet rock today?
The Miss Correct Posture Contest winners pose with trophies and their x-rays. 1956. Beautiful photograph of a Native American girl smiling for the camera in 1894. A very cool Coca-Cola delivery truck, 1909. You talking to me? A 7-year-old Robert De Niro in 1950. (1956) AMC Nash Rambler, cross-country station wagon. A llama in Times Square, photographed by Inge Marath for Life magazine. A page out of the Sears catalog showing the latest fashion in shoes, 1970s. A vintage ad for the Kenwood Chef, 1950s. Disneyland staff cafeteria in 1961. Lewis Hines' photograph of a powerhouse mechanic working on steam pump from 1920. Timeless Beauty from 1900. These three ladies from India, Japan, and Syria completed their education as doctors in Philadelphia, 1885. A farrier shoeing a horse in Scotland, 1920s. Abraham Lincoln meeting with General George B. McClellan, facing him at left, at McClellan's headquarters after the Battle of Antietam, October 1862, A2, Photo Library of Congress. Sonny and Cher, 1965. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Charles Caleb Colton, 1780-1832. Shirley Temple on the set of the comedy The Bachelor and the Bobby Soxer, 1947. A man trying to fix a flat tire while his family watches on a California highway back in 1937. GoPro, 1960 style. Canadian soldiers made a hockey rink while serving in Korea, 1952. The beautiful Russian red fox is one of the rarest domesticated animals in the world, with only 100 or so in existence, and all of them bred from animals in Russia. A Signal gas station, 1950s. Teenagers hanging out at a milk bar in England, 1954. Jim Henson working on Kermit the Frog in 1955. The original Kermit was made out of an old coat belonging to Henson's mother and ping pong balls for his eyes. She Gets the Kiss by M.H. Zahner, 1898.
Sleuths. Before we embark on this enthralling journey through rare vintage photos, be sure to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. The Bee Gees in 1963. George Burns and Walter Matthau in the Neil Simon film The Sunshine Boys, 1975. sitcoms like the 1980s, Who's the Boss, probably wouldn't fly today, but during that era. In the early 1980s, ABC decided to combine two really cool professions, stuntmen and bounty hunters, into one television show. Angelica Houston and Jack Nicholson met in 1973 and began a tumultuous on-again, off-again relationship that lasted for the next 17 years. Iconic actor John Wayne was married 3 times and fathered multiple children. When the TV drama series The White Shadow debuted in 1978, it made television history. The TV series, The A-Team, was a fast-paced, action-packed show about a tight group of former military special ops who are working as soldiers of fortune. When Francis Ford Coppola adapted the novel The Outsiders into a movie in 1983, he cast a group of up-and-coming actors for the film. Robin Williams and Shelley Duvall in the film Popeye 1980. The Lovely Ladies of Roan saw Martin's Laugh in Judy Carn, Goldie Hawn, and Chelsea Brown. 1968. You wouldn't like him when he's angry, since Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno played different versions of the same character on the TV series. Black Sheep, a military drama series from the late 1970s. The 1970s was the decade of the variety show, and actress Mary Tyler Moore jumped on the variety show bandwagon. Mullins is known for its golden arches, but decades ago. Arches was singular, not plural. For 10 years, from 1971 to 1981, actress and director Penny Marshall, who starred as Laverne in TV's Laverne and Shirley. In its first season on the air, the television drama series The Waltons raked in the awards at the 25th Emmy Awards. Do you remember the lovable twins, Buffy and Jody, from Family Affair, a wholesome TV show that aired from 1966 to 1971? Beginning in 1971, General Mills Corporation released a line of Sare cereal, breakfast cereal with cartoon monster themes. Lily Taylor, Julia Roberts, and Annabeth Gish in the film Mystic Pizza, 1988. John Stapleton, B. Arthur, and Betty White at an event in 1978. Comedy team, Jerry Stiller and wife Ann Mara, 1971. Nina Talbot, Bob Crane, and Arlene Martell on the set of the TV show Hogan's Heroes, 1965. The cast of Lost in Space, 1967. MASH season premiere in 1974 with Loretta Sweet, Larry Linville, Wayne Rogers, Gary Berghoff, Alan Alda, and McLean Stevenson. Mick and Bianca Jagger just after their wedding in Saint-Tropez, France. She was 4 months pregnant then and was the only woman he ever wed. 71. Originally called the Escorts, the Almond Joys was an early band with Duane and Greg Allman fronting them from 1965-67. Autopilot, Leslie Nielsen and Robert Hayes in the hilarious comedy Airplane, 1980. Stevie Nicks doing some stretches on the Ballet Bearer and getting ready for the Tusk Tour in 1979. Suzie Quatro was the first female bass player to become a major rock star in the 70s and had a role on Happy Days as Leather Tuscadero. Terry Bradshaw graduated from Woodlawn High School in 1966, where he was quarterback on the football team, outstanding javelin thrower. Fifth Dimension, gingerly named the Versatiles Florence LaRue, Ronald Townsend, Marilyn McCoo, Lamonte McLemore, Billy Davis Jr., 1969. The bet is on. Whoever loses her virginity first wins. Little Darlings was a teen film starring Christy McNichol and Tatum O'Neal. 1980. Task of Barney Miller, which ran from 1974 to 1982. The Checkborn Festrung brothers, Yortug and Aykroyd and George, Steve Martin Favre, catchphrase was, "We are two wild and crazy guys." The Kinks brothers Ray and Dave Davies dressed up in school uniforms to promote their album Schoolboys in Disgraces in 1976. The legendary Hall of Fame and Dodger announcer Vince Scully doing what he did best for 67 years. The original Blues Brothers, B.B. King, Eric Clapton, and Elvin Bishop, New York, 1967. Say It's Your Birthday. John Lennon and Ringo Starr feed cake to Roy Orbison on his 27th birthday, 1963. Tuesday wailed Dwayne Hickman chatting between scenes of The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis, 1962. Welsh singer Shirley Bassey before a show in 1960. She sang the James Bond theme songs for Goldfinger, Diamonds Are Forever, and Moonraker. It takes two Reverend Jesse Jackson and Marvin Gaye shooting some hoops back in 1976. Jerry Lewis is the nutty professor who drinks a potion that temporarily turns him into the obnoxious Buddy Love. With Stella Stevens, age 63. Land of Giants TV series 1968-70. The Spindrift crashes on a planet where everything is 12 times larger than the passengers on board. Little Tyke on a big bike, Mama Cass, and her daughter Owen on her Norton Commando motorcycle in 1968. Love Street. The Doors taking a walk down Venice Beach back in 1969. Lovely brunette. Linda Harrison, Planet of the Apes, was married to producer Richard Zanuck-Cow's Cocoon. Here she is in 1966. Mary Lou Henner has a highly superior autobiographical memory, or HSAM, a rare condition where she remembers every detail from her life. Mark Hamill, Christy McNichol, and Dennis Quaid in The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia, loosely based on the Vicki Lawrence song. 81, it's below. Jim Croce with his wife Ingrid and son in 1971. Loretta Lynn with her twins Patsy and Peggy in the 1970s. Leonard Skinner in 1976. Natalie Wood on a cool bike with a sissy bar in the 70s. Snazzy fashions for the contemporary guy back in 1979, courtesy of the Sears catalog. The Real McCoy's TV series was on from 1957-60. The TV series Tarzan was on from 1966 to 68 with Ron Ely in the lead role. Word von Braun standing next to the F1 engines of the Saturn V, 1969. Who grew up playing this classic game? Don't break the ice. Debbie Harry rocking her short shorts outfit in New York, 1977. Playboy Playmate Vicky Witt playing pinball in 1978. Coolness in 1985 meant a cutoff t-shirt, short shorts, pink mag wheels, and a mullet. Come on Fish and Bite My Wire. Here's Jim Morrison fishing in the Bahamas back in 1970. Richie Blackmore tuning up his Fender before a Deep Purple concert. Julie Idre is a Norwegian actress, singer, and model. She made her acting debut in the James Bond film On Her Majesty's Secret Service in 1969. Tom Petty in the early 70s when he was lead singer of the band Mudcrutch. Twiggy wearing a Giorgio D. Angelo sweet dress adorned with watch faces in 1967. Kato and the Green Hornet, 1966. The Mick Jagger Swagger, all in green, 1970s. Jimmy Page and Robert Plant rocking out, 1970s. Burlesque entertainer. Blaze started practicing her routine in her living room, 1964. Couple hanging out at Woodstock in 1969. Debbie Harry meets up with Joey Ramone carrying a surfboard in New York, 1977. Disney classic film Darby O'Gill and the Little People, 1959. The Apollo 13 crew built this improvised device that saved their lives in 1970. A couple of video gamers playing on their Magnavox Odyssey in 1972. Joan Jett showing off her bubble blowing skills while recording at Sir Studios in Hollywood. 1977. Photo of the Highwaymen, the country supergroup comprised of Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson, and Johnny Cash. 1985 from now to the lovely singer-actress Vanessa Williams in 1986. Does anyone remember the pop band Colette the Bandits, pictured here in 1965? Legendary commentator Howard Cosell laughs with actress Suzanne Summers and track star Bruce Jenner back in 1978. As to behind-the-scenes Monty Python's Holy Grail, the 1975 British slapstick comedy film. A young groovy Olivia Newton-John in the A70s. The young Jack Nicholson staring down the camera in the early 1960s. Last River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, Wild Wheaton in the Be Stand By Me, 1986. Ray Fawcett and Ryan O'Neal dancing together at Studio 54. The iconic chair in the 1970s. Carrie Fisher, Paul Simon, and Chevy Chase at the Caddyshack premiere 1980. For young Bo Derek before the movie 10. For sports legends Joe Theismann and Andre the Giant, 1975. A very yellow bathroom from the 1970s. Was the sleek muscle car that could burn up the pavement, 1969 Camaro SS 396. Today we takes a break on the set 1976. All hail the Queen, Freddie, being a rock star back in the 1970s. Stevie Nicks in a Dreamy, Lace Dress, 1977. First and Tommy Wood looks glam while talking on the phone in 1963. First in 1974, 22-year-old Daniel Serene took photographs of two mime artists performing in Central Park. Eddie Mercury with his parents at his Kensington flat in 1977. Theorists believe that the US government is working with the extraterrestrial creatures Layers of Legend, navigating Dulce's depths and dark secrets. The Nightmare Hall at Dulce Base is pure terror. Dulce. From unearthly lights to tourism delights, Dulce's origins, research hub, or cosmic consequence. Theorists believe the military stumbled upon the humanoids hidden funds and flying saucers. Is the black budget financing otherworldly secrets? Here's about Dulce will never die. More than meets the eye. The Dulce Base is straight up science fiction. The base may be missile silos. Here's the Dulce Base. when skies and shadows conspire. The Chronicles of Trooper Valdez. Trooper Valdez discovered mutilated cows. Echoes from Below. Benowitz's deep dive into Dulce's mysteries. Project Beta exposed the truth about the Dulce facility. Say Jet Setters dive into the unknown. John Lear's Cosmic Affirmations. Lear believed that multiple alien species were living underground at the Dulce facility. From Shadows to Spotlight, Schneider's Explosive Revelations. Below Ground Battles. Schneider's tale of close encounters and lost digits. As we conclude this thought-provoking journey, please express your appreciation by hitting the like button if you found the enigma of Dulce Base as intriguing as we did. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below.